Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my Alaskan adventure vlog. I don't really know what to call this thing, but here's a plane. So all of this stuff is pre-recorded. All the audio from it is cut. You know, here's me exploring the airport, you know, like I'm not recording this. I'm recording this in Alaska. I'm already in Alaska, you know. I'm just walking around looking at shit in this airport. So this is me in Michigan. I'm just chilling in Michigan. I'm looking at stuff, you know, as I do. Here I go. I don't know. That's really about it. I mean, I'm just in Michigan, and this is where I finally say, bye-bye, Michigan. And I walk the path down to the airplane, and obviously there's a big line. No one could find their seat. Peasants. I, on the other hand, could find my seat very easily because I got the very first seat in the airplane. Yeah, I'm pretty fancy. Hey guys, welcome back. This is me just flying. I mean, we're just driving down the street and then we take off. So this is my first time in an airplane a few years, and I was pretty nervous at the time, as you could tell from like my camera shaking. It's very unnerving, like when you're just going up, and it's weird. It's a weird feeling, but like once I was actually in the sky, it was pretty easy sailing across the fucking air just straight to Alaska. It's simple, it's easy. There's not really much to it. And along the way, we got some nice views of Michigan. Pretty. I don't know where this is. Somewhere. It's definitely somewhere in Michigan. Here is Michigan Lake, I think. I honestly have no idea. I wasn't actively checking my GPS. The Wi-Fi was down in the airplane. Woody. I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to say. Also in the background, there's Halo music, because duh. Here's me just vibing. I don't know why I recorded this. This is kind of pointless. It's just my leg. I'm just sitting in the airplane. I don't know. Anyways, here's my first class meal. Booyah! Anyways, thanks to my grandma for buying me first class in the helicopter that I was flying in to Dallas, Texas. I got some crackers. I got... Okay. Sound off. I got some... I don't even know what that was. It tasted pretty good, I guess. Cookies... I didn't know what that was at the time. I later figured out it's salami. And lettuce, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. I'm eating the lettuce, cracker, and salami on one thing with the weird... I don't even know what it is. Honestly, it's kind of weird. And it was pretty good. It tasted pretty neat. And there's me giving a thumbs up because of how good it was. Tasty. Here's me checking out this granola bar. I have no idea why I recorded myself just looking at this granola bar for so long, but I literally have like a 30-second clip of me just looking at this granola bar, flipping it back and forth. And the people across from me were probably just like, what the hell is this kid doing? He's just looking at his granola bar. He's flipping it up and back and down. Like, I don't even know what I was thinking at the time. This is weird. So here's more Michigan. And while we're just sitting here looking at... I don't even know if that's Michigan, actually. That could be anywhere. But it looks like... Oh, this part. This part was like... I was going to say like some kind of joke. Like, oh, Venom was taken over. And these are the cookies. They had marshmallows in it. Not really interesting. But like the last part, it was like Venom taking over the place. It obviously wasn't Michigan. Venom isn't in Michigan. Or depending on what you want to believe, I mean, Eminem is from Michigan, so it could be, you know, Venom in a shit lake. That's why I recorded that. Shit lake. I don't know. It's brown. It's a brown lake going through town. It's shit lake. And this is clouds. This is just clouds. This is just clouds. So, actively, I'm like recording this in my hotel room, or Alaska. That was me reading a book, but I only read like 2 pages throughout the whole plane ride. There's more clouds. You're welcome. So, I'm done explaining what's going on screen. You can see. I don't need to do that for you. Are you a baby? No. I'm pretty sure you have eyes, and if you don't have eyes, I'm not explaining it anymore. You better get some eyes. I don't know. Anyways, so actively I'm recording this in my hotel room. I'm not recording it on the airplane. I mean, that would be kind of annoying, listening to a guy be like, oh my god, guys, I am on an airplane flying over a state going to Texas. There's a clean pool compared to the fucking dark blue lake over there. And here's me landing. The landing is literally my least favorite part of the whole plane ride, because it's like an actual car stopping, and it's like, ooh, yeah, you feel it, and it's creepy. It's scary. It's scary. It's my least favorite part, because it's like going so, it doesn't feel like you're going fast, but once you hit the ground, you're like, oh, we're going a little fast. You know, it's a little creepy. And here's me just vibing. And finally, we have made it. Here's me walking across the floor escalator. And what's up in Dallas, Texas? Welcome, BaCon. All right, here's me walking again. And here's me leaving. I spent 3 hours in Texas? I didn't spend 3 hours. I spent an hour maybe in Texas. I don't know. I forgot. Actually, this is me leaving Seattle. I went from Texas to Seattle, but I didn't record any of that. This is nice blue lights. I didn't record any of that because when I went from Texas to Seattle, I was in a middle seat, so I couldn't really record out the window or anything, because there was a guy sitting there, and then on my other side there was an old lady. So if I was just looking around with my camera, I would kind of be annoying, you know. That would be annoying. And so I didn't have footage of that. So here's me flying from Seattle to Juneau, Alaska. So yeah, it was pretty sick. It was dark out, and it's kind of weird because it's daytime right now, but it wasn't when I left. It's turning morning actively, and when I get to Juneau, it's pitch black. It's so weird. I don't know why. It's so weird. It's so goofy. But here's me landing. I didn't actually record the landing because now we're in my hotel room that I had to stay in at Juneau. I'm talking in this, but I don't care about him. I don't care about the goofball talking to himself in his hotel room, in his creepy ass hotel room that he had to sleep in for 3 hours. This is literally nighttime. There was nobody in the airport I had to go to, and it was just a little crazy. And my mom bought it for me because she didn't want me to just sit in the empty ass plane or airport. So, yes, I made it to Alaska safely and soundly. There was a few little scaredy moments when I was like, uh-oh, I'm gonna die. I lost my wallet. Thankfully, I didn't lose my wallet at any point in the thing. I lost it for a second when I hit Seattle. Because at Seattle, I had this little little mix-up in Seattle. So in Seattle, I was, once we landed, my next plane was already about to take off. So I literally had to get off the plane immediately and sprint down to my next flight, which was taking off. So, well, they were boarding. They weren't taking off, because if they were taking off, I'm screwed, you know. I'm not getting on that plane. But thankfully I did, and I didn't have to wait in whatever the hell it was called, Seattle, Washington. the state, not the Pennsylvania. Anyways, so from there, so once I got there, I went to the gate that it said on the ticket, but it wasn't at the gate. It was at the gate I was supposed to go to said it was going to Anchorage, not Juneau. So I had to completely switch gates entirely. And when I got on my new plane, there was already a person that was on that plane that had the exact same ticket as me, the exact same seat, I guess. And, there was no one sitting next to her, so I just sat next to her by the window. And I did get footage, which you saw before, with the blue lights and all that. And this is my scenery from Juneau to Skagway, Alaska. And let me tell you, this was probably the scariest plane ride, because this plane is so little baby tiny. It was creepy. I hated it. I'd never want to do it again, but unfortunately, I might have to. Yay, day, I don't know. But here, it was so pretty, and I fell asleep. This is the first time I fell asleep on the plane ride. Every other other plane ride, I never fell asleep. I was awake the entire goddamn time. But this one, the shortest plane ride, I fell asleep. And it was the prettiest one too. Like, look at this view, dude. Like you're literally so close to the ground. A lot of the times there was a part where it's so creepy because I'm just over water, and I hate water. I hate big bodies of just water. Well, it wasn't as creepy because there was like land around, but like just bodies of ocean is just creepy to me. I hate it so much. I just remember I can walk around. I could be over here. I don't even got to look at the footage. Anyways, so I made it to Alaska. Yeah. Oh, in Alaska, I got a roommate, and he was weird. He's weird. He's very weird. I don't think he's all there 100% in his head. I think he has some kind of, disability. I don't know what kind. I didn't ask him, but I think he has something. One day I woke up and he was just masturbating in his blanket, and we're like a bed away. Literally, like, how a hotel room is, 2 beds, it's just, you get a roommate. My new room has a roommate, but he's never really here because he has a girlfriend, which he stays with. But my previous roommate, my new roommate, he's cool. My old roommate was kind of weird. He was weird, okay? Let me tell you. He was masturbating in his bed, and that was the final straw. And my boss moved me rooms, and I couldn't be happier, because now I get to play my Xbox on the TV all the time whenever I feel like it. And I get to masturbate in my bed without anyone in the room because he's never here. So how cool is that? That's like a win-win, dog. Anyways, I made it to Alaska. I obviously, as you guys can tell, I have no idea how to make a vlog. I'm not a vlogger. I am a guy who is meant to be funny. I'm a guy who I'm a funny guy. I don't know how loud this is going to be. I don't know. Bye-bye. So here's the last video I recorded of my siblings. I'm not going to explain any context. You can just watch and just imagine what's happening. I love this video. It's so funny. And I'm an evil brother. He's like, give me the candy, you dumbass. It's just, I love them. I love them so much. But anyways, I thought that was kind of a bad goodbye. I was just like, all right, bye-bye, and it just ended. I'm a bad vlogger. As you could tell, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I thank you for watching, if you even watched this far. I love you. Thank you for being here and supporting me. And hopefully I am going to be able to record content and be like, hey guys. I just like bumped her in the face. Just getting so pissed off. She wants some. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you're not already, subscribe. I'm going to be recording videos all the time. I hope you have a good one, and bye-bye. Enjoy your life. I'll open it, okay?